Yeah, this is my new show, my brother. This is my new show where I bring you on. You know, I host this show right now, Apple Music. I'm taking over the radio. Well, a quick one, yeah. You know, today be special. Actually, not today, but the whole of this week or this month is a special month for us, especially we being Ghanaians, as we celebrate Ghana independence, right? And with names like myself, you representing Ghana and trying to put a different view as how people see our country. Talk to me about what Ghana means to you and how did Ghana shape you as a person in general?
Well, I would say the whole, me being a Ghanaian, being a patriotic citizen and how things, they move for me here in Ghana be, one of the greatest gifts I think I've ever gotten in my life, because I always tell myself, if I was, in any other part of the world, well, it is God that programs everything. So it's going to look like maybe if I did Japan, then maybe I did speak Japanese language. But, with the situations that we find ourselves in Ghana and how the economy has been and, how the system has been, but still we've been able to hold the fort. I feel Ghana is one of the, most peaceful places in the world.
True.
I feel Ghana has been a place where God, has brought certain, children of his to protect, and educate, other parts of the world. Because, if I watch Ghana and where we got into in terms of our independence event, it makes me feel like, okay, then I'm also part of this story and I need to play my role. And that's how come, God ordained us to be musicians in where we did right now. And I feel it's one of my greatest gifts ever that God has given me. And It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a beautiful story. I think you have done amazing for us. Let me speak not just as Sarkodie, but as a Ghanaian, that we thank you for what you have done for this country, making us concentrate on what we have as Ghanaians, not looking outside for any recognition or decision making, but looking within us just because we have somebody as strong as you, very patriotic, as you said in the beginning, and holding the flag up high. So, me Ghana for to say thank you to Shatta Wale. One interesting thing that I also want to know, you are my friend, I don't know we've had that conversation. Today I want to say this on air. I want to know what it feels like, right? To that era, I want you to tell me what that was, whether taking a time off, going underground, or taking a break for over 10 years, right? Or is it 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
And then coming back to continue this music and then be like 1,000 times what you were. Because it's rare that people know you already and then you can come back and still people will like you. I can't even compare your story to anybody that I know. Worldwide, it's not even Ghana. Worldwide, I can pick one person to have that same run that you had, to come out, be known, have a big song, go for 10 years and come back and do what you're doing now, which is like, it's unheard of. Tell me what it feels like, especially with the sound changing and you coming now to be able to be one of the A-list that we have. Tell me how that feels like and what that situation created as an artist.
Well, I think many people have been asking me questions about how I do them and how I run them and how, I really came back. But I'll say, it's what, I wrote on my blackboard. Let me just put it that way. Because I think I had to map out, a few things to make people understand why we still want to do this thing. Because after 10 years, if it's somebody, would have cut off and find some other business to do. But I felt, no, there is a calling for me here. And how do I have to discipline myself, put a little bit of motivation, hard work, read my Bible and just know the paths that I want to take and, make this thing happen. So basically, I feel I see that as, the coming back of Christ. Yes. People say Jesus will come soon. Jesus will come soon. Look,
Papa, for all that you have done. One thing I can tell you is that story of you going and coming back, what I picked up from that is that if I should be in any situation, whether it be in business or anything in life, and something negative happen, as humans, when it goes on for past even 1 week, 2 weeks, you may give it up. But for somebody to still hold on for 10 years, that should tell you something. That's a lesson.